Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. I would first like to help you understand how we took this journey to design this course for future leaders for helping them to deal with mental health challenges. The whole journey started like this with my colleague Dr. Amit Jain. We started this journey while we were trying to interact with our students or with employees in organizations. And when we would ask them questions about why they were not able to meet a deadline and give us reasons for that, many times the reasons that they gave us were that they were either some external things that are happening in their lives or some physical illnesses. Pushed further to understand was there any reasons that they could give us with to deal with their vulnerabilities or mental health. They were shy because they felt that they were not feeling psychologically safe to share those. And as we discovered, this insight gave us an understanding that I think in today's world, we need to really bring out certain kind of interventions where we can help our managers to deal with mental health for themselves and for their employees. So we started this whole journey and tried to understand that since mental health becomes such an important force, SDG goal number 3 aligning to that, and the volatility of the business world around us only accentuated the whole stuff. So we wanted to understand how we could do it. The best way to do is to bring in some kind of role models from entertainment and sports who are actually sharing their life stories and bring that in to be help managers destigmatize and bring the awareness forward and to share the message that it's okay not to be okay at times. As we went further into the journey, we wanted to also understand that leaders, there are a lot of things floating around today about anxiety and depression and other things that we loosely use these terms without knowing actually what they mean. So we got in a lot of mental health professionals and experts through their videos and their lectures to discuss what it actually was the meaning and what how do you identify things which were dealing with mental health illnesses. Uh, Amit and I decided further that we need to kind of not only look at mental illness because absence of illness does not mean that you're mentally well. So we wanted to get in something more proactive in the whole picture. We've started intervention at our institute, which is called VISHWAS, which means creating a psychological safe space. And keeping that in mind, we've been doing this from 2015, trying to create a safe space for our students. We want to take it further for our managers and corporate world. So we try to understand how subjective well-being was as important to understand and what it meant about mental health and positivity, bringing in satisfaction and meaning to people's lives. And leaders need to kind of ingrain this for themselves and for their team members. We also wanted to understand that, while we are not making them as therapists, okay, we're not making them as psychologists, but there are certain insights that we get from a lot of CBT, REBT kind of interventions and therapies. There's some insights that we can develop through simple exercises which help managers themselves and leaders themselves to kind of draw insights about themselves and also about the team members' mental health, okay, and how to kind of deal with it in a more proactive manner. We further went and to understand that the world around us is also creating certain kind of best practices, and there are certain organizations out there, there are case studies out there which kind of bring in the importance of mental health and how they are dealing with it is something that we brought, and we brought in a lot of experts from the industry or otherwise to kind of help our students understand how they were dealing with that in their organizations and how they and our students and other employees and organizations can take this forward. uh, it's the era of technology, and we all want to leverage on technology. So we want to understand how we can kind of reach out, scale up our interventions to reach out to more set of people across the globe, across the world, by helping us to leverage on the and using positive technology interventions to reach out to people through helping them kind of ameliorate loneliness and isolation across the world. So what are the lessons we've learned? Like lots and lots of lessons. I think it was a very, very interesting course. And I think Amit and I would definitely kind of, we do believe that this should be something, a very important part and parcel of every B school education. And not only that, I think corporate world should also kind of embrace this with open arms because it is the need of the hour. And while today's world, we are talking about loneliness as the next epidemic, we are also trying to talk about isolation and FOMO and all these kind of things, which are not really deep mental illnesses, but actually they are hurdles into our everyday life. And organizations, if they have to function, they have to deal with these situations also. So that is something that we learned. We also learned that it should be part of executive education. We realized that positive technology, trying to create interventions of using technology to help leverage and reach out to people. We also realized that certain insights from therapies can help leaders to deal with teams and nurture mental well-being. And I think overall, I would say that a lot we have a long way to go. We just taken the first step forward, but I think it's an important step. And as a psychologist, and I think my colleague Amit would really believe that this is extremely important piece to take care of. And thank you very much for listening. And please reach out to us in case you think that you have certain other interventions, and if you like what we're doing, and can we kind of create a movement around proactive mental well-being across the globe. Thank you so much.